There we go. I have an Arturia MiniLab 3 that I never opened. It's been sitting in the box. It's been like 3 months under my desk. So let's hop in. Let's unbox this thing. I can show you what's in the box and the software that comes with it. It's a mini portable. Well, you'll see. Let's just unbox it and get into it. Let's go. Okay, let's get this out of the way. This is the MiniLab 3. Hopefully you can hear me. I got my window open and it's a little loud outside. Keyboard, USB-C to USB-A. USB-C input, you have a control input and a MIDI switch, MIDI out to control things like the Ableton Move, which we're gonna connect to. I gotta wait for an adapter, but that is what's in the box. So you have 8 encoders. You have 1 knob here. I believe this is just to go through your menus. Octave up, octave down, shift so that you can get alternative menus. You got chords, hold that. You got your ribbon strips for pitch bends and mod. And then you have some faders over here on the left. And you have your pads, which also double as play, pause, record, loop, program, pad, and your art mode. So, and then these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these numbers here are for different programs, just like the other one. You have 25 semi-weighted keys here, so that's kind of fun. Let's hop in here and look at Arturia's software that comes with this controller. Once you get this all unboxed, you're going to want to put in your serial number and you're going to want to download Analog Lab. This is what makes this MIDI controller worth buying. These controllers average around $100. A lot of times you can get them a lot cheaper on Amazon and sometimes on eBay, and people will transfer you their license if they're not using the software. Once we get that downloaded and installed, which I already have one, so we're going to open that up. All right, so this guy is plugged in. The OLED is powered up there, and now we are going to connect this guy to our software here once it's finished downloading here. Software is about 4 gigs worth of storage, so you want to make sure you have enough storage capacity on your computer to make that happen. And just real quick, this episode is brought to you by Crate Connect. Make sure to check them out. Hop on crateconnect.com, subscribe, and get $5 off when you use Music Gear Monday in the process. All right, everything is downloaded and we are in Analog Lab 5 and it is jam-packed full of sounds. This guy really only comes with KeyLab Intro, so it's an intro software that you get with this guy that comes with a lot of synths actually and controls to play all those synths, but it's not the full program. This is the full program, and this has a lot more banks and a lot more effects, but still definitely worth it. And you can always see inside of here, there's a bunch of kits that you can add to your Analog Lab library from the store, but there's a bunch that come inside and it comes with all the classics. It comes with like DX7 and a Jupiter 8 and like all of the things. All right, so this is a Jupiter 8 sound, and I'm not going to go through all of these sounds because I did that in a previous video, but a ton of stuff to play around with in here. Let's go back home. Let's go pads. Let's go to sci-fi string pads. So you have a hold button here. That's master volume, actually. This is your treble, mid, and bass. So these encoders are probably, oh yeah, brightness, timbre, phaser, So you have a bunch of control over all of the software that comes in Analog Labs. 8,000 different presets. There's a bunch of stuff in there to choose from. I made a video about a ton of different sounds in Analog Lab. I will link that in the description below as well. But this was an unboxing. I do like the older one better, actually, because the older one had the 2 pieces of wood, made it feel a little bit more legit. But other than that, it's a good controller. You can buy Analog Lab software without buying this MIDI controller. It's available online. But the MIDI controller makes it so much more fun because you have full mapped control over all the encoders and faders without having to do anything. And some MIDI controllers don't come pre-mapped to their software, so you might have an encoder or a fader or something that's missing programming. But that's it for the MiniLab 3. Is the MiniLab worth it? Let me know in the comments below. We'll be back here next week, hop back into the Ableton Move. We'll catch you guys here next week. Peace.